Hello and welcome to the Hawkesbury River. It's my ancestral home. This part of the river has been in our family since the early 1900s. Hi, I'm Dan the Man and I'm here to present to you my gardens. I brought some seedlings with me to plant into this garden, including lettuce here and a French sorrel. That's really taken off. That's only 3 weeks since it was planted and the leaves were no bigger than that when it was planted. We also have some Asian vegetables, including this tatsoi, one of my favourite Asian veggies. A few other things you'll probably recognise in the garden area. Got some cherry tomatoes here. I prefer the larger style cherry tomatoes. A bit easier to pick and just as tasty as this one. This one's a very unique, quite a rare basil. It's a type of bush basil, but it's small leaf. I haven't come across this one before and I was willing to give it a go. You might notice down here where the end of my stick's pointing, there's a line of vegetables. So at the same time that I transplanted these vegetables into here, I also did some seeds. So there's quite a few seeds have come up in that time. A few other things you might recognise. This here is a young zucchini. It's also done very well. I planted 3 zucchini seeds in the one hole, but only one came up. So that's the value of planting extras. This unusual looking plant over here, very exotic plant, known as a tree lettuce. It will grow taller than the encaged environment here, so it will have to be cut back, but the tree lettuce will produce all year round. So at this time of the year you can let it grow, and then when all your other lettuces have run to seed and gone, you've got some lettuce to harvest, which is a bit of a bonus, particularly in those dry times. So back to the garden now. Also have in here some kale, 2 different varieties of kale, which is this one here, the purple stem variety, and this one, I can't remember their official names unfortunately. Also some young capsicums, they usually do well in the sandy soil environment that we have up here. And look at this chilli up the back. What a chilli! It's starting to produce fruit. It was quite mature when I planted it. And in the last 2 weeks, all the fruit have just started to pop out. So it looks like we're going to get a nice little chilli harvest there. Down here, we've got some companion plants. A little bit of oregano running along the ground there. Very happy. And also over here, we've got a mint corner. We have 3 or 4 different types of mint. Very traditional garden variety there. This one's a spearmint. And hiding behind it is an Egyptian mint. Can't really see from that particular angle. Yes, and of course, the more traditional herbs we have down here. Some parsley, triple leaf pearl parsley, and of course some delicious thyme, one of my favourite herbs to cook with, and who can't go past some delicious sweet basil. Also down the bottom there, a little bit of coriander, it's taken off. Also planted some seed coriander as well, and it's starting to germinate right over this part of the garden over here. There and up there. Coriander is in the Umbelliferae family. Nearly all parts of the plant are edible. Its flowers are excellent at attracting predatory insects, such as ladybirds, which will help out, no doubt, in the garden. So I'm always a fan of growing coriander. Even if it runs to seed quickly, it just doesn't matter, because you want the flowers. So plant coriander, I say, every month. I like to plant according to the astrological moon planting guide. So yes, once a month, pop in a bit of coriander and do that all the time. Some of it will grow big, some of it will run to seed. It doesn't matter. You eat all parts of the coriander if you're a coriander fan, of course. So now, I will just like briefly to mention that I put quite a bit of water crystals. Now I have some over here for you. I'll just go and grab them to demonstrate them, what they look like. And here is a bucket of water crystals that have already been soaked. Now what I've added to that is some emulsion, some seaweed and some fish emulsion, as well as some humus that I've made. So these are things that help boost them along. The water crystals will last a few years in the soil, hold that moisture in the root zone for the plants. This is a very dry environment, and the sandy soil here does tend to dry out fairly quickly. And I also happen to have goat's manure, well dried from the stable, Imported that down from the northern rivers, and it usually works a real treat. So I think the garden's testimony to that. Mind you, we've had a bit of rain as well, so that helps. It's every day you get a bit of rain, and yeah, the garden is officially pumping. Now, on to what I really came here to show you. A new method, I haven't tried it before, method of New Guinean people use to grow sweet potato. They have a high rainfall climate up there in the tropics. We don't have quite the same here, but I'm very curious to give it a go, partly because it involves a composting process. So what I've done here to make this bed is I've got some grass clippings. I've taken a little bit off the tree branches, and there was a bit of old compost left over from just kitchen scraps, and I have layered these in. So as I put a layer down, I've dug up a trench here and put that on top. I also loosened all the soil at ground level, so there is a rather large growing area in there, which is what root crops like. So I did this a couple of weeks ago, and I also planted some beans. This is a European bean. It's a runner, so it's going to grow up. I'm going to add more trellising onto the top of the tripod or the pyramid here. And over here, you'll see there's another bean, but also we have some sweet potatoes which I've planted, and they're doing very, very well.